Howdy everyone, Poacher here with an Age of Magic video, and in today's video we are going to be looking at the new awakenings coming to the game, specifically with the Witches and the Cloud Wanderers, and what beats the Cloud Wanderers, because they are quite a powerful faction. If we go through, you can see that they have all been awakened, so everyone on the enemy team has been awakened, but for us, we have not awakened any heroes. So we're going to do a battle. In the previous patches before the awakenings were available, this team could beat the team on the screen. So what we're going to do is test the team non-awakened versus awakened, then we'll boost everyone to awakened, and then we'll see how the battle performs then, and see how the synergies and counters have changed. So this is a really good team to use against the Cloud Wanderers, specifically because of the Ramfit. Ramfit is probably one of the tankiest characters in the game. He has insane magic resistance and physical resistance, and that is the perfect conditions, the perfect environment for Nora. Nora's cryostasis can absolutely obliterate him. So we'll go into battle, we'll do the steps we're meant to do, and we'll see how the battle turns out. And then from there, we'll awaken our heroes, and then we'll see. I'm doing this mainly because the Cloud Wanderers are probably going to be one of the factions that everyone goes for when it comes to awakening. They already have their Roxanne awakened. They already got Librarian awakened. So it's already a pretty potent team. So it's just going to get stronger. So what you want to do to begin with is start off with Snake Charmer. This is going to protect you from debuffs. That's really important because the Librarian is going to cast Black Mirror. And if he casts Black Mirror, even though it's only an 80% success rate, if he does land it, it's going to kill your team because you will not be able to apply cryostasis to the enemy Ramfit. So we're going to protect our team from the debuffs or the Black Mirror specifically. We're going to go ahead and use Ghost of Scream. Doesn't really matter what we use here. There goes the Black Mirror, and as you can see, it doesn't get applied to us. We do take a lot of damage though. And then we're going to go ahead and apply our static to the enemy. We're going to use our evasion. And then when it gets to Nora's turn, we are going to cast Cryostasis. The debuff we're looking for is Ice Block though. So we're going to go ahead and cast that on the enemy Ramfit. And then Roxanne, she just comes through and tears us apart. Now, we're still going to be able to do a lot of damage here, but it's going to kill the Eva, and she's going to just resurrect. Oh, no, never mind. We didn't. Then maybe cryostasis didn't apply. There is the chance it doesn't. So there we go. Oh, no, there we go. There's some big damage there, but we still lose. Okay, so, I mean, we didn't do horribly, but, man, you saw that Roxanne when her turn came around. Bang, bang, boom, we are gone. So, yep, that's non-awakened versus awakened. So now we'll awaken our team, and then we'll see how the battle plays out then. So jumping back into the battle, we've awakened everything. Now, this isn't going to be a realistic goal. Obviously, you're going to not have things like their basics awakened. There are a lot of abilities that aren't necessary, but we're just doing a full awaken versus full awaken. As you can see, we've got basics as well awakened on the enemy team. This is just absolute prime at absolute prime. So this is the strongest these teams can possibly get. That's a lie. They are gear 13, not 15. But, I mean, you assume that it's the same battle if everything is maxed out. So we are going to do the same strategy. Snake Charmer is going to be cast first, which is going to protect us from Black Mirror. We do not want Black Mirror. We're going to use our AoE from Banshee. There it is. There's the Black Mirror. It takes a fair bit of damage on himself. We're going to go ahead and apply the static. As you can see, lots of damage already coming out. Now we can get... Look at this Belladonna. I mean, with her awakening, she's just so tanky. I almost want Roxanne to cast. We are going to go ahead and cast Cryostasis now. Yep, there we go. We got the debuff. Boom. She still does a lot of damage, but, I mean, the Ever... You see... It almost works out for us. Cryostasis explodes, kills the Ever resurrects, and we get shields. And at this point, there's not really anything they can do from here. We're going to go ahead, cast our next ability. That Ramfit is as good as dead. Like, there's nothing really he can do. He's trying though. Like I said, he's still not scared. We can go ahead and resurrect our Tiona. She's back in the fray now. Okay, we go ahead, take out the Ramfit. Only Ever left. And from here, I mean, whew, that Nora coming in with the snipe. Absolute monster. Nora. I love Nora. I really do. I think she's a wonderful character. And she's just one of those characters that has a kit built specifically to deal with a specific problem, like extremely high defense valued characters like Ramfit. Like the team just absolutely shatters, And yeah, so like I said, we have everything awakened, but you don't have to. Things that are going to be important for these awakenings are obviously Belladonna's passive when that is released, giving her that 50% health boost. That's going to be huge for her survivability. Tiona is always good for awakening as well. She's just a valuable hero in general. I think cryostasis is definitely a skill I'm going to want to awaken personally. And there are a lot of abilities in Lilith's kit that are worth awakening. But like I said, like a lot of these abilities, like if you go back and watch the video, watch the fight and how it played out, consider to yourself, what abilities didn't we use? Like if we didn't use them, they don't need to be awakened necessarily. So they could be stripped from the awakening roster. You don't need to put any priority in there. Obviously, things like passives, for example, they play a completely different part when it comes to awakening because you're not using the ability. But like I said, like we used maybe one ability on each hero before, or we used 2 on Lilith. So yeah, there we go. The team still is a great counter to the Cloud Wanderer's Librarian build. Very effective. And it's good to know, especially when those crazy characters like Astoria, Eva, and Ramfit are now getting their awakening and becoming absolute monsters. So yeah, there you go. There is a suitable counter for the Cloud Wanderer Librarian situation we are currently dealing with. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I will answer it to the best of my ability. And wherever you're on the world, until next time, please take care of yourself.